games. I think again it's a very great initiative by all of you. So thank you so much for doing all this.
You can announce the name.
Crick?
Crick say.
Say. Okay. Okay. Crick has taken great initiative to get the media. Viewers. I got to know we got a lot of viewers yesterday, so it's a great start to the tournament. Hopefully, it keeps going.
You can also say it.
Forgot actually. Crick say.
Yeah, Crick say.
Yeah, thank you Crick say for giving the live streaming, and lot of people are watching us. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time. All the best, ma'am.
Same link, yeah? Same link. Yeah?
Same.
It's showing world match.
No, sir. Second ball being bowled by Monica. Played defensively, probably on the middle stump, played to the short square and no run at all. The square leg fielder picked up the ball and had a shy at the bowler's end, and it was a direct hit, but the batsman, non-striker, was safely home.
This time, Vanita not making any mistake, Christian Swami.
Yeah, I think she was judged it well. Didn't go look to take a run.
In any case, there wasn't a single there.
There wasn't. It went straight direct to the square leg fielder, and there was no possibility of any run.
All good.
Poonam Rawat tried to unsettle the bowler by stepping out a little bit, but I think Monica Patel saw that her coming out and pitched it short, and she just couldn't manage and took a hit on the body. I mean, nothing serious,
The
but
ball did rise.
it was. I think she bowled it short and it did rise. Sir, I remember seeing a match in this ground a couple of years back, and at that time the wicket was slow and low.
Okay.
But comparatively, I find that the wicket now is quite bouncy and good to play on.
Quite a green top.
Yeah. Yes.
Good for the medium paces.
Absolutely.
And let's see how much the spinners can do on this wicket.
Slightly short of leg ball on the middle leg, turned away towards the right of square leg, short square leg fielder, and Poonam and Vanita crossover for a single, taking the score to 4 for 1 in 2.4 overs.
The two having a mid-pitch conference. Perhaps trying to ensure that there is no further misunderstanding between the run-taking efforts of the team.
I also think that the batsmen are trying to get used to the bounce a little bit. I do find in the last 1 over, 2 overs, the bounce is slightly more than probably what the people do. Oh, it's a good shot by Vanita. She just picked up the ball from middle and leg and played it over square leg for a Falcon maximum and 6 runs. I think it was a good strike, good shot by Vanita.
She picked up the ball very early, Swami.
Yeah,
And
she
ran
did.
for it.
She was ready for it, and it was a pickup shot basically, and it was connected well. I think it hit the middle of the bat and
did go
went to for a Falcon maximum.
So the tempo slowly but surely picking up.
Yes, I think it broke the momentum of play, and maybe batsmen will pick up the scoring now. Oh, another good drive by Vanita, but it went straight to the mid-fielder who misfielded a bit, and they crossed over for a single.
Vanita looking a little aggressive.
She does, and she is middling the ball now, and it's nice to watch her play some good strokes.
I've also read some stories about her ability to hit sixers. Sorry.
I think she is a hard-hitting batsman. I remember she used to represent India. She did play in some Asia Cup in probably 2016 in Thailand, and after that, of course, she has not been part of the Indian team. But she's a hard-hitting player, known for aggressive play. That's what she showed in this over.
Did she play in the Big Bash League, I think, for Hobart Hurricanes or something?
No, not Vanita.
Not Vanita.
I think Big Bash only 2 players played, according to my thing, that Captain Kaur and Mandana, those were the 2 people. After 3 overs, it's 11 for 1. And cut away to deep cover. The Vandana Mahajan's first ball was played by Vanita to deep cover, and they crossed over for a single. The score now is 12 for 1.
Poonam doing a bit of gardening over there as he prepares to take strike to Vandana Mahajan.
I think Arya has come. I'll send Arya.
Vandana misses a step and goes back to start a second ball of the over. Poonam plays it to short mid-on and they cross over for a quick single. I think the running between the wickets has been reasonably good now. In spite of the run out.
Lessons have been learnt.
Yeah, lessons have been learnt.
Don't come in front of this camera.
Vandana to bowl her third ball to Anita. Anita steps out and plays a cover drive to deep cover and they cross over for a single. I think the Falcon Era Sports has realized that Vanita is going to have a go, so they are having deep cover compared with their previous over when they had everybody close. So I think they're working to stop the force.
She's also not bothered about keeping the ball low. She's also indulging in some lofted shots.
Yeah, absolutely.
So possible expectation of a mistimed shot.
Quite possible, yes. We have Poonam Rao chasing now. Who again plays a good on drive to the left of short mid wicket and they cross over for a single. The ball was fielded by the mid-on fielder who ran around to our right, picked up and threw the ball to the bowler. Poonam Rao is a technically accomplished player. Good, solid opening batsman. And it's unfortunate that she's not part of the Indian team for the last 2 years or so. I hope she does well and gets back into the team.
Possibly lack of tournaments?
Maybe. I'm really not sure why. Maybe the advent of Shefali Verma in the Indian team. Oh, that's a great shot by Vanita again. She goes on the front foot and drops the ball over mid-on for a Falcon maximum 6. This is the second 6 of the innings for her.
So certainly aggressive Vanita, showing what she is really capable of. Not afraid to hoist the ball over the head of the fielders. 2 Falcon maximums already in her knock. This is the 4th over.
I think they're 21 for 1 in our 3.5 overs.
3.5 overs, yeah. So last ball of the 4th over. She goes for another big one but completely misses. End of the over.
I think it's a very good over as far as Kini RR Sports is concerned. And Vanita has been very aggressive. Vanita has scored 17 out of this 21 so far, and she is pushing the score along. And the bounce of the wicket is also helping her to play the lofted shots. I think it's a good wicket to bat on for her to go on to score a much larger score than this. 21 for 1 in 4 overs. Yeah. I think there's going to be a change of bowling. So Aditi Rajesh, Monica Patel who bowled 2 overs, 2 very good overs.
Quite a shot run up there. She was coming up to bowl from the Nippon India end. The 5th over of the innings.
Facing her will be Poonam Rao.
Poonam Rao, of course, playing everything on merits, not taking undue risks, content to keep the scoreboard moving, allowing Vanita to do all the hitting. And let's see.
I think with Anita timing her strokes well, it's a good thing that Poonam Rao is concentrating on rotating the strike and giving her as much strike as possible.
I think it's the best thing to do in the situation, having lost an early wicket.
Yes. First ball was a good length ball and Poonam lets it go and collected by the wicketkeeper. They have a slip for her, for the bowler. There is a point, there is a cover, there is a deep cover, extra cover mid-on. mid on, deep mid wicket and square leg near the umpire. That's the field.
Almost a full toss and driven straight down towards long off there. Single accruing to Kini spots. A comfortable one at that, and that brings Vanita on to face Aditi.
ಯಾರು ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ವೈ ಯು ಕನೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್
I think for Vanita they brought in deep cover and put mid on back and the long on, expecting her to play a big shot.
One. Uh, ಮಾತಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಹತ್ರ
Good morning once again to all our online viewers. We are back with our online commentary now. We are picking up the telecast from the 9th over, and the team has just registered their 50. That is the Falcon Kini Sports Club for 8.2 overs at the loss of 2 wickets. 1 wicket, I'm sorry. It's Mini Money to bowl from the Falcon end to Vanita VR. Vanita stepping outside the crease at ease and just pushes the ball along a little bit in the air to find herself a single. Many bowling a very tight line over here, not allowing the batsman easy run. That was a fantastic off drive by Poonam Rod, stepping out of a crease. A good fielding by Aisha Soni restricts the team to a single. Vanita is back on strike now. Wow, a fantastic flat 6. Vanita scores yet another Falcon maximum. What do you think of that shot, Mr. Shriyari?
It's always been coming, Yogesh, and it came as no surprise. In fact, a couple of times she was not able to get hold of her shot, and the ball fell short of the boundary lines. But this time, it was very well timed, and all the power was carried over the line.
Absolutely. I mean, it's so good to watch, a shot which was, she just disposed the ball with so much of ease. There wasn't that much power in that shot either. I think she just hit the middle of the bat with so much of ease. So good to watch that shot.
More of timing, Yogesh.
Absolutely, Mr. Srikumar. I wonder what the stoppage is for. Oh, there's a change of bowling now. We see Anaga Murli coming to bowl from the Falcon end, and score is 58 for 1 at the end of 9 overs. This is Anaga Murli starting with the first over.
She played for Velocity in the T20 challenge in UAE, Yogesh?
Yes, absolutely, Mr. Srikumar. She was, the entire state is proud of her achievement. She was inducted into the Velocity team, and it's a shame that she didn't get a chance. But well, we've got that many players who are actually a part of the same team. But I guess she's brushed her shoulders with all these other India players and players who come with tons of experience. So I'm pretty sure she's picked up a leaf out of the book, which is actually going to add to her experience.
The Supernovas were fancied to win that, but the Trailblazers ultimately floored them in the final, Yogesh.
Absolutely, Mr. Srikumar. It was a fantastic event, And I'm sure it's only going to get bigger from here now. The girls only got a game each probably. The team got a game each to play. And I'm very sure that it's the women's cricket, the way it is heading, and with the support of establishments like the Falcon Sports Club, and people working behind the scenes to bolster this entire women's cricket. And I'm very sure that it's going to be very big and very soon.
Perhaps Krishna Swami could tell us more about the tournaments, because except for the Indira Priyadashini Trophy, we had nothing else in women's cricket. Krishna Swami?
Yeah, I mean, as things, even in normal times, the number of matches and tournaments for women are very less, and during this pandemic, it's even much less, and they hardly get a chance to play. When you view it from that angle, I think this tournament has been great, and more than that, I think it's going to do a lot of good for cricketers, women cricketers from Karnataka, who will rub shoulders with many of the top Indian players, and that will help them in good stead. They'll gain a lot of experience from them. They know how to go about and prepare themselves for a match as well as play in match situations.
Another attacking shot, but straight to the fielder there. No runs this time for Vanita.
So the loss of Vanitha Viyar brings Nusrat Parveen to the crease. Mr. Shivkumar, I mean, what a time for her to get in. I think she has gotten at the 11th over. She's got another 9 overs to express herself. Probably, what do you think she should be doing at this stage?
Well, whoever comes in will have to have a go at the bowling to put up a decent total. At the moment, they're not very well placed in terms of the runs and the number of overs. So, Falcon Herons are certainly on top for the moment, and Poonam comes out with that one and comes up with a lofted shot past the long on fielder there, the ball going all the way for a boundary. So this is the approach that they should adopt to hereafter, Yogesh.
I think that was fantastic there. Poonam, I don't think she feels the loss of Vanitha at all over there. It's been hardly a couple of balls since she's lost Vanitha, and she steps out beautifully, sends this ball sailing over the mid-on area for a boundary. Fantastic. That was so good to watch. I think it's Asha Joy over there who throws herself at the ball, showing the commitment for her team and stopping the single. Excellent job there by fielders. Oh. That was a fantastic shot there. She had all the time in the world to rock back and send that ball over the square leg area. I think Anava needs to revise and have a look at the field and kind of stick to the line that will be best to the field that has been set. What do you say, Shivkumar?
Yeah, but then she converted this very nicely. She picked up the position where there was no fielder around, so possibly they couldn't do anything to stop that one. Another tap over there, and the batsman crossing over for another single. Poonam certainly showing signs of aggression after Vanitha's departure. She will have to do a lot more to add to the total.
I think that's very sensible batting over there, Mr. Shivkumar. After getting 2 boundaries from this over, she quickly finds the single and goes to the other side of the crease, to the non-strikers, and now I think she just wants to watch this over through and prepare herself for the next over. I think that's fantastic. And it also allows Nusrat Parveen more time, that there's plenty of runs already come in this over, so it allows her to kind of settle in. So I think that's the game plan Poonam Roth is following, the very sensible game.
Let's see how much she can carry on with this innings of hers. She looks quite solid, well settled at the moment, picking up the vacant spots to dispatch the ball for boundaries, taking the ground route. Not much of aerial shots over there. 12 overs gone. Yes, Yogesh.
So at the end of 12 overs, we've got the Falcon Kini Sports at 75 for 2. And there's a bowling change coming in from the Nippon India end. We've got the captain of the Falcon Herons team, Divya Gyananand, to take over the proceedings from that end. Divya is a gentle off spinner. She kind of bowls outside of line. Not much of variations that I've seen her bowl, but she kind of sticks to that line, which makes it very difficult for the batters to score off.
Yes, Yogesh. This one tucked away towards the onside, and the batsman the players crossing across for a single. So 76 for 2 the total. Slowly but surely picking up there. Nusrat now taking strike to the Herons captain Divya. Taking guard and looks around for the vacant spots which she could pick up to get runs. There she is. goes forward for that, misses the ball completely. The wicketkeeper having the bails off, but Nuzat not moving outside the crease, trying to play that forward from inside, well inside the crease, but couldn't make contact. Divya again. Yes, Yogesh.
Well, what an improvisation there by Nuzat to record her first run. I think she read the ball pretty well. She saw that Divya was pitching the ball a little shorter than full length. Quickly collapsed her, back foot and brought in the unconventional ramp shot over there, or the reverse scoop, what they call it. Very good to see some improvisation there. Fantastic, very good running. Poonam runs the first run very quick, but I think it is Subha Satish running in from the cow corner, restricting it to a single. Well, Poonam's been very sensible over here. This is the first over of Divya. She's not trying to take any risk. She's been rotating the strike. She's taken 2 of 2 balls in this over and allowed Nuzat to, as we say that she's allowed Nuzat to settle in. What do you think? Was that required at this stage, Mr. Srikumar?
I think she completely missed the ball. She went out to have a go at it. Couldn't connect at all, and she goes back outside the crease there, and the bails were off. So Kini losing another wicket. Nuzat, who came into the fall of Vanita's wicket, going back to the pavilion. 75 for 3. We are in the 13th over.
Absolutely, Mr. Srikumar. I felt that she kind of yogged herself at that point of time. She just kind of overstepped. She didn't expect the ball to be at that length. Divya kind of, sent the ball down leg, seeing Nuzat step out, and she was rewarded with the stumping. What do you say about that?
Absolutely. I mean, the wicketkeeper has been doing a great job all along, because she's always been looking out for half chances. Unfortunately for her, the batsman had not stepped out, but this time Nuzat did step out, and finally she was able to achieve some success with that stumping.
Fantastic. So now we've got the captain of the Falcon Kini Sports Club joining Poonam Roth in the centre. That's Pratyusha. Pratyusha is a renowned leg spinner in the Karnataka cricketing circles, and she can also pack a punch with the bat. Gets off the mark, with an uppish flick, and we have the 13th over end, and the score is 79 for the loss of 3 wickets. 7 overs to go in this innings. The Falcon Kini Sports Club needs to do something different, I guess, now, and they've got to step up their game. If they have to get to that 150 score that they spoke about at the time of the toss.
I think, you guys, there are 2 Pratyushas in the Karnataka team, if I'm not mistaken.
Absolutely, you've got it perfectly right, Mr. Srikumar. There is Pratyusha C and Pratyusha K. So Pratyusha K happens to be a wicketkeeper batsman, and Pratyusha C happens to be a leg spinner who can also bat. So this Pratyusha which we are referring to is the leg spinner and batting all-rounder, and she's leading the Falcon Kini Sports Club. She's done an incredible job yesterday commanding her team. Unfortunately, they fell short of a few runs, and I think they had the might of the Falcon Sheen Sports Club, which went about their business very well, trying to restrict them, to a modest 102 or something, if I'm not wrong. So coming back to the game over here, Poonam Roth on strike again, and we've got Aditi Rajesh to bowl the 14th over of the first innings from the Falcons' end.
Poonam once again looking for a single, but rightly sent back by Pratyusha as Minu comes in from the point region and whips in a return to the wicketkeeper. No addition to the total. This time Poonam stepping out to that one and trying to fend it away towards the square leg region, misses completely. Of course the ball rose up a little. There was no question of any appeal over there. Poonam preparing to face the next delivery there from Aditi Rajesh. Here she comes from the Falcon end, and this time she goes for a big one straight to the fielder there, and yes, Poonam caught by Aisha Soni at mid-off of Aditi Rajesh. So certainly the team losing a very, very valuable wicket. Yes, Yogesh.
Well, Mr. Shivkumar, I mean, the disaster continues for the Falcon Kini Sports Club by the loss of Poonam Roth. I think she was a bit lucky 2 balls earlier when she stepped out and missed the ball she was trying to hoist, and the ball hitting her body and not going to the keeper. She was very unfortunate at this point, wherein she was, I think, trying to go over covers, but ended up sending the ball straight into the hands of Aisha Soni, who was waiting at mid-off to accept that catch. Now that brings Arundhati Reddy to the crease, and who is from Andhra Pradesh, and she's one of our interstate players in this tournament. Arundhati can pack a very big punch over here, Mr. Srikumar. Yesterday I think she showed us on a couple of occasions, where she can use the long handle and go downtown. So probably we might get to see some fireworks soon.
She has to, Yogesh. It's swept away this time. Beautifully timed shot over there by Pratyusha. The ball going to the good wicket boundary there. 4 runs to the team. Certainly both of them will have to go after the bowling, pick up some runs if they are to put up a decent total, and make a fight of it. Losing 2 aggressive batsmen in quick succession, Vanitha and Poonam Roth. Yes, Yogesh.
I'm not sure exactly what happened over there, because I saw the field move towards mid-wicket, and the ball was going towards the cow corner. So I think the fielder had lost the ball, because the shot was played all around the carpet, and I think she couldn't sight the ball. And that was very sensible again by Pratyusha over there. After hitting the boundary of the 5th ball, she gets a single and retains a strike. Let's not forget she's the senior batsman right now at the crease, with Arundhati who's just walked in. So she wants to take the lion's share of the strike, I guess. So at the end of 14 overs, the Falcon Kini Sports Club is 85 for the loss of 4 wickets. Divya to continue from the Nippon India end. Let's see, Pratyusha is in strike now. Let's see how she handles the situation. Very sensible again. Pratyusha runs the first one hard, but Minnu Mani intercepts and restricts them to a single, which brings the new batsman in now, Arundhati Reddy on strike. What do you think, Srikumar? Do you think we'll get to see some fireworks now?
Hope so, Yogesh. But in any case, Minu appearing to be quite fit and agile on the field, saving a lot of runs for the team, running in from deep or moving around to cut away boundaries. She's been doing a good job on the field for the Falcon Herons team, Yogesh.
Absolutely, Mr. Srikumar. She's been incredible. She's been sighting the ball very quickly and kind of restricting the opposition team to a few runs. I'm very sure her team is recognizing that effect that she's causing with her extraordinary fielding here. A very good ball there. Divya's been bowling a very tight line and length now. She's not allowing the batters to step out at this stage. Some amends in the field. I think she might be looking at pitching the ball up now. So let's see. Oh no, again, short one. A fantastic shot there. A good fielding effort there. Fantastic fielding there by Ayesha Soni, and very well backed up and complemented by Minu Mani, who picks up the ball and again restricts the batters to a single.
Surely, Yogesh, a run saved is run scored is the guiding principle in cricket, and that's what the fielding side is doing at the moment. I think Minu would have saved at least about 10 to 12 runs for certain in this innings. This was a certain four, but lovely bit of fielding there by Aisha Soni. Backed up nicely as well by Minu, and looks like another wicket down.
Third umpire, it's out.
It's been referred to the third umpire. Appears to be a close call. Let's see the eventual outcome. Pratyusha, the player over there.
Well, I don't know what exactly was in her mind, because her leg was planted in and then she picks up her leg up and then plants it on the line. So I'm not sure. Well, the wicket's been referred to the third umpire and the soft signal is out. So we are waiting for the third umpire's decision here. The decision is pending at the moment. So the third umpire is actually taking the view of the side angle, maybe, to see where Pratyusha's foot was when the balls were taken off. Can you answer this? Adi? So much fun. So I think the decision is made, and they've been the third umpire has made his decision and it's out. So the Falcon Kini Sports Club loses their 5th wicket to a stumping, and that brings in Radha Yadav, the current India left-arm orthodox bowler. I'm not sure whether how she contributes with the bat, so we'll have to have a look what damage she can do with the bat. All I can say is her team requires her to probably go at least 8 to 10 runs an over now.
The remaining 5 will have to at least make an individual contribution of at least 10 runs each, Yogesh, for something to happen.
Absolutely, not bad. I think she can pack a punch here. She's presenting a very straight bat over there to an incoming delivery from Divya. Fantastic. Rotates a single, brings Arundhati on strike. We've seen Arundhati trying to hit the ball to the boundary in the last over, which was fielded very well. So now at the end of 15 overs, the Falcon Kini Sports Club was 88 for 5. So we've got only 30 more balls in this innings, and I think they are about 70 runs short at the moment. What do you say, Mr. Shiv Kumar?
Surely, Yogesh, considering that the Herons managed to score 144 in their first match yesterday, I think this total should do a lot more for Kini to make a fight of it. And there it is, a lovely drive there, but straight to the fielder at long on, and the two of them crossing over for a single. Radha Yadav, that was playing that shot very well. She got hold of it nicely but was not able to beat the field or bisect the field and place it between the two of them. Nevertheless, a single accruing to the Falcon Kini. The next one outside the off stump there, and Arundhati not having to do anything with that ball collected by the wicket keeper. Back to the bowler. Uppish drive over there, but nevertheless the bowler going with that. Could be a close call there, but the backup Minu, I think, was not able to hold that ball, and the chance of a possible run out there missed. Nevertheless, a single to Falcon Kini. 5 wickets gone. We are in the 16th over of the innings. Arundhati Reddy and Radha Yadav at the wicket. Outside the off stump and played across. The fielder Minu not able to get, and a lovely throw there, knocking down the wickets, but I think the player had crossed in and was well inside the safety of the crease. No damage appears to have been done. A single then to Falcon Kini. Yes, Krishna Swami, what do you think of the situation in the match at this moment?
93 for 5 in 15.3 overs. It's a little slow going, and after Vanita got out, the team has been struggling to follow the pace. They were dependent on Poonam Raut, and she did play a few good shots, but she got out and trying to force the pace. So I feel that they're getting back down. Maybe 120, 130 seems to be the possible score, unless these two India internationals who play now really are able to push the score along. And the bowling has been quite good. They've been bowling tight, and especially the captain from the other end also has been bowling very well. One thing I just want to mention, that Nazat Pavin got stumped. I think she stepped out, and bowler saw her coming out and very intelligently put the ball towards the leg side, and it was a good stumping also by the wicketkeeper. So it's going to be tough for these people to reach the 150 which you and Yogesh were talking about, but it looks like 130, 135 seem to be a more possible total to reach.
Surely, Krishna Swami, situation certainly quite tight for the batting team. Nevertheless, the two of them trying to take a single of every ball at least. Arundhati Reddy and Radha Yadav there. Radha getting a single this time. They certainly will have to force the pace and pick up more runs. I think that was a wide ball. A single to the total, nevertheless, an extra delivery as well.
No ball and a free hit. No ball and a free hit.
That was a no ball, though. No ball and a free hit there. And here it goes. A lofted shot again. Only for a single towards mid-on. End of the 16th over.
The Falcon Kini RR Sports are 97 for 5 in 16 overs, and I think the fielding team has really put a lock on the scoring rate, and fours are hard to come by, and they are depending only on singles and twos at the most. And next 4 overs are going to be very crucial, and these two are reasonably experienced players there. Radha Yadav, who has been playing consistently for Indian team, and Arundhati Reddy, who has also represented India, are in the crease, and
their responsibility now to push the score along.
But both look quite confident, Swami.
They are middling well, but they are not able to find the gaps to get fours. I think that's what is going to matter now. Yeah. When I just mentioned that, and Radha Yadav steps out and plays a beautiful stroke from the middle of the bat, just over long on for a Falcon 6. And Falcon maximum it's called, and the Falcon RR has just crossed the 100 mark. They are now 103.
So the 100 coming up for the Falcon Kini team. Radha Yadav stepping up the momentum and going for the bowling. Let's see what she can do with this next one from Divya. Full toss and played, driven straight down to the onside there. The mid-on fielder coming up and picking it up. Nevertheless, the two of them crossing over for a single, bringing Arundhati Reddy to face Divya. 104 for 5 at the moment. Here comes Divya outside the off stump and gently tapped away towards the cover region. There's no closing fielder there, and the two of them crossing over for another single. Of course, it is always there. Once again, Radha to face Divya. Here she comes. This time an attempted sweep, not getting quite hold of it. The ball takes the top edge of the bat and lobs away towards the point region. No damage done. I think one of the fielders injured over there and trying to stop the ball. Rather not connecting properly. Rather also appears to have had a little bruise over there. Not timing that well, Mr. Swami.
She didn't really time it at all. I think it took the outer edge and hit her a little bit on the head. But more than her, I think it's the wicketkeeper who rushed to pick up the ball and prevent a single. She seemed to have picked up an injury. Maybe she tripped and hurt herself a little bit. The Falcon RR Sports were going at a good rate when Vandana was batting. Vandana got 48 of 35 overs. Anita got 48 of 35 balls, and she was pushing the score along, and they were closing on at around 5.5 to 6 runs. But after she got out, I think they are totally bogged down now, and they are struggling a little bit to push the score along. Of course, there was a 6 in this over where Radha Yadav stepped out and hit a beautiful 6. But a lot more of these kind of strokes are needed in the next 3 overs for them to come to a respectable total.
Surely, Swami, the game held up a little because the wicketkeeper getting first aid treatment. Possibly she hurt herself in trying to stop that single, as Krishna Swami was informing you. Very rightly said. And the two of the Falcon Kini India players, Radha Yadav and Arundhati Reddy, chatting out over there, possibly planning out how to take on the bowling and push up the scores. The wicketkeeper still receiving first aid treatment, and hopefully the injury is not very serious for her. The game should resume very, very shortly. As the umpires and the fielders walking back to their positions. The two of them looking quite compact and eyeing the ball nicely. But as Krishna Swami was telling you, shots are coming but not able to bisect the field.
They're 105 for 5 in 16.4 overs, another 3.2 overs to go, and there are quite a few options for the bowling side to bowl. Monika Patel, who bowled 2 good overs in with the new ball, has got 2 overs left. Vandana Mahajan, who has only gone for 12 runs in 2 overs, has got 2 overs left, and Minu Mani, who also bowled reasonably impressively, has got 2 overs left. Quite a few options for the fielding side, and I think 125, 130 is what more likely to be. If these two people can stay there a little longer, maybe another 5-10 runs can be added.
Let's see how much they can add to the total. Here comes Ray again, and nicely played shot on the half volley, pushed straight down towards beyond there for a single. The score going up in only singles, an occasional boundary or a six coming off the blades of the two over here, and this one swept beautifully towards the fine leg region there for four. So Arundhati Roy coming up with a lovely, well-timed shot outside the leg stump there and pushing it right across the reach of the fielder here at fine leg, and the ball goes over the line for 4 runs. Yes, Krishna Swami, you wanted something like that?
It was a good shot played and a very good over for the batting side. I mean, nearly 12 runs of this over, and it's not given some momentum to the scoring rate, and which is about 6.47 at this point in time. And next 3 overs are going to be crucial for both the sides. I mean, this will probably decide as to what kind of total they can chase and how easy it's going to be for them to chase the score. But again, the Falcon Kini team has a reasonably good bowling attack. Arundhati Reddy, who is a medium pacer who has played for India. Radhav Yadav is a leading left-arm spinner who plays consistently for India. So even 130, 140 is going to be a little difficult for a batting team to score. So of course, let's see. Cricket is always a game of uncertainties. I hope it becomes a close game.
Interestingly poised at this stage is the match, tucked away towards the mid-wicket region for a single to Radha Yadav. The score slowly but surely creeping up to gain some respectability. If not, the bowlers will have to make a fight of it. The two of them, as I was telling you, Arundhati and Radha, looking very, very confident and well settled, eyeing the ball, middling the ball very well. Here it is, another attempt at sweep, played slightly uppishly, but nevertheless 4 runs to the square leg boundary. So Arundhati coming up with another aggressive shot over there. 4 more runs coming off, according to her, and the total as well. What do you think of that shot, Krishna Swami?
It was not a very well connected shot, but all the same, she placed it well between 2 fielders and she was able to get a 4. The 2 experienced batsmen are pushing the score along. They are playing a lot of shots. They are aware of where the fielders are and they are able to place it between the fielders. And last 2 overs have been quite productive for them. Only one thing is which is surprising to me is that as to why this fielding side is not giving bowling to Monica Patel, who bowled quite well, and especially in the last death overs, it's better to bowl medium pacers than spinners. I think that's one thing which the fielding side captain need to think of.
Surely, Krishna Swami. Possibly they have planned to use them for the final 2 overs, and an uppish drive there nevertheless, but not in the reach of Divya, fielding a little wider, a single just past the bowler to Radha Yadav. Arundhati this time, and there she goes for it, and that should be 4 runs. A lofted shot over mid-on there, and 4 more runs to Arundhati Reddy. Certainly the two of them getting into their shots quite early, picking up the vacant spots and getting boundaries. The team needs them a lot more in the remaining 2.3 overs, I think. We are in the 18th over of the innings. Stand the ball pitching outside the leg stump and coming in. Arundhati watching it very carefully, taking the bat off at the last possible moment, the ball going straight to the wicket keeper. No damage done, no runs coming off that delivery as well. That's the end of the over. 2 more to go, Krishnaswamy.
121 for 5 in 18 overs, and the two experienced batters are making use of the little bit of inexperience of the bowling side. They know where the fielders are and they know what kind of shots to play, and they're really placing the ball well to push the score along. 121 for 5 in 18 overs.
It's fantastic. I mean, getting into the 19th over. I think the target was about 150, Krishnaswamy sir. So that's very sensible. Just pushing the ball, quick single. And I think she's giving the strike to Arundhati.
150 looks a little beyond reach at this point in time. It looked far beyond reach a couple of overs ago, but last 2 overs have been good for the batting team, and I think it's a good move that Minu's bowling and bowled quite tight, and probably the Monica should bowl the last over so that she bowled quite well in the initial overs, so she probably will also keep down the run rate. I expect somewhere between 135 and 140 is probably the probable score.
Yes, indeed. I think as we speak, it's a fantastic hit and a very well judged catch taken by the long on fielder Aisha Soni. I think Aisha Soni has been looking incredibly good today in the field, Mr. Krishnaswamy. Anything that's gone to her, she hasn't let it go past her.
She's been fielding well now, but if I remember correctly, I think in the second over she dropped Vanita once. Apart from that miss, I think she has been fielding quite well. 2 good catches, and also even ground fielding, couple of diving stops. I think I just want to mention that if the catching had been good in the initial few overs, the Kini RR would have even struggled to reach the score. They dropped Vanita a couple of times, and that's what gave Vanita the freedom to play a lot of shots to push the momentum along.
I totally agree with you on that. And the other known fact is that most of the fielders actually start the innings with better fingers. So letting go of one probably hasn't done much damage, I think, at this stage. Oh, yeah, there you go. Another set batsman departs. I think she stepped out unnecessarily to a ball which was pitch short, or maybe she made out initially and Nina Mani read her and pulled the length back. What do you think of that, Mr. Krishnaswamy?
I think it was expected of the batsman to go for big shots, and Mani probably knew that she would step out and try to play a lofted shot. She bowled it slightly short, probably a little outside the off stump also, which Radha Yadav couldn't reach, and she was smartly stumped by the wicket keeper. And I think this is going to put I think these 2 wickets are going to even put brakes on the scoring, and even 135 looks a little far away now. 130 or not is likely to be the score, and but I think on this wicket, if the fielding side can bat well, 130 will not be a big score, but it's going to depend on how well they bat. And I'm not sure the kind of batting lineup they have, whether it's going to be easy or they're going to struggle a little bit. You know a little bit more about the players on that side. What do you feel?
Well, with what Divya has done yesterday with Amaya Sports, and if she, if she comes with the same kind of a batting mood today, I think this is a very modest total for the Falcon Herons team.
Only one thing is, compared with the previous match, the bowling side, RR Kini Sports, I think having 2 experienced bowlers in Arundhati Reddy was being played for India as well as Radha Yadav. So it's going to be slightly more difficult because of that particular reason. The new batsman tries a reverse sweep, and completely misses the ball.
Well, what a way to start the innings. Start with a reverse sweep. I think she's seeing the ball like a pumpkin already. So let's see what she gets out of the second. Oh, okay. I think that is Shishira Gowda, if I'm not wrong. Who's it is Shishira Gowda. So yeah, maybe I think she's been thrust with the responsibility of maybe getting 15 runs and over from here on, and that's why you see her playing that unconventional shot. Otherwise, what I've seen of her, she plays with a pretty straight back normally. Good to see Soumya running down to Shishira and exchange notes with her on what can be likely done at this stage. So we've got the Falcon Kini Sports at 123 for 7 in 18.5 overs. So we've got 7 more balls in this innings. No money to complete with the last ball. Oh my God. Shishira tries to go over the point area, but finds the safe hands of Sanjana Raj, I guess, over there. Who wouldn't let the ball go past her, resulting in a catch. So the Falcon Kini Sports Club lose their 8th wicket. And that brings in, who's the next batsman? Okay, so we've got Rameshwari Gaikwad, who can also hit big bombs over here. Let's see what she can do today. She's got 6 more balls.
Very good over from Minu. I think she gave away only 2 runs in the 19th over. Giving 2 runs and getting 3 wickets is a very good effort from her side. It has really put the batting side back. I mean, 2 experienced batsmen, Arundhati and Radha Yadav getting out, and then another wicket falling in the last ball of the over. I think it is now 6 balls. Whatever they can get out of these 6 balls is a bonus, according to me.
Absolutely, Mr. Krishnaswamy. Minna Mani is going to get a pat on her back from a captain for her incredible fielding today and sensational bowling, especially the last over that she bowled, restricting the ongoing attack from the Falcon Kini RR Sports Club. So we've got Soumya Gowda now to face the first ball of the last over, and Divya, the captain of the Falcons Herons Sports Club, to take over the proceedings from the Falcons end. A lot of runs in the field for the last over. Probably 15 runs is what they might target for.
Whatever they could get is the target. I don't think it's going to be so easy to get 15 runs. I think the Pratiksha, who has bowled reasonably well, is bowling the last over, and batsmen have no choice but to go for big hits. So it's all, I think the long on and mid wicket fielders are going to be kept busy. Oh, that's a good shot over cover, beautifully driven over cover for a 4. I think Soumya Gowda played a very good shot. A couple of more hits like this is needed in this over.
Very true, Mr. Krishnaswamy. I think that was an incredible shot. Understanding that Asha Joy, who is at covers, is quite tall. And Soumya Gowda managed to get the elevation to send the ball sailing over Asha Joy. An incredible shot over here, adding 4 runs to the tally of the Falcon Kini RR Sports Club. Yet another shot, but we've got Shubha guarding the fence there and restricts the team to a modest single. Let's see what Rameshwari can do from here on. 5 runs coming off the 3 balls. So I think they have something to smile about now with 3 more balls to go. Very sensibly placed there by Rameshwari. Not trying to hit the ball too hard, just gliding the ball between slips towards the short fine leg area with soft hands for a single, giving the strike to her senior partner Soumya Gowda to face the last 2 balls of the first innings of the first match. Soumya was successful to get the ball over Asha's head. Tries the same shot again, but with a different result. Skying the ball up. Asha comfortably gets under the ball to secure a catch and hand the Falcon Kini RR Sports Club the 9th wicket. So with 1 ball left in this innings, the Falcon Kini RR Sports Club is 129 for 9. That's a fantastic shot there. Monica Patel, ball very well hit by Rameshwari towards Malaf. Monica restricts them to a single. So the Falcon Kini RR Sports Club ends their innings with 130 for 9 in 20 overs, setting a target of 131 to get for the Falcon Herons Sports Club to win this match. We'll take a break between the sessions now, and we'll be joining you shortly with the first ball of the second innings. Thank you very much from Yogesh Kadekar, Mr. Krishna Swami and Mr. Shri Kumar. We'll join you back in a moment. Thank you.
Jamuna here.
What do you want to say about Falcons?
Falcon Sports Club, those days it was our life only. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ we used to eat cricket, drink cricket, sleep cricket. That was our passion towards cricket. So, ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗಿದ್ದು ಫ್ಯಾಲ್ಕನ್ ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಲಬ್ ಇಂದ. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ನಾಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ದಟ್ ಫ್ಯಾಲ್ಕನ್ ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಲಬ್ gave lot of stalwarts to Indian cricket team rather. Shanta became the captain. Many more who represented India through Falcon Sports Club. I'm extremely grateful to this club for giving everything with regard to sports, friendship and life itself. Thank you.
What else did Falcon Sports Club give you in your personal life?
Falcon, so it gave me everything: food, clothing, shelter. It gave everything to me. Whatever one should get from a club. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ನಾವು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೋಸ್ಟು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟು ನಮಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋಸ್ ಆಗೋಕ್ಕೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ವಾತಾವರಣ ಕೊಡ್ತು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಎಷ್ಟು ಖುಷಿ ಕೊಡ್ತು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೋಸ್ಟು. ನಾವು ಅದರಿಂದ ನಮಗೆ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಲ್ಲಿ ಅದರಿಂದ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಪ್ಲೇ ಫಾರ್ ಅವರ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟಿಗೆ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕು ಶಾಂತಾರಂಗಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಮೂಲಕ ನಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಸಿಕ್ತು. ಅಂದರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಲೈವ್ಲಿಹುಡ್ ಕೊಡ್ತು ಫ್ಯಾಲ್ಕನ್ ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಲಬ್ಬು. ಅದರಿಂದ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸು, ಲೈವ್ಲಿಹುಡ್ಡು, ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ಸ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ಲೈಫ್, Falcon Sports Club gave me especially.
What are your achievements in cricket and what in these would you attribute to Falcons?
Falcons, I'm extremely grateful to Falcon Sports Club. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಅದೊಂದು ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾಟ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಯಿತು ನಮಗೆ. ನಾವು ಫಸ್ಟು ಕ್ಲಬ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಆದ್ವಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ಟೇಟಿಗೆ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಯಿತು, ಸ್ಟೇಟಿಂದ ಸೌತ್ ಝೋನಿಗೆ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಯಿತು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಪ್ರಾಬಲ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆದೆ. ಅದಾದಮೇಲೆ ಇದು ಎಲ್ಲ ನೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಜೊತೆನೂ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ ಸಿಕ್ತು. ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ಇಂಡಿಯಾಗೆ ಅಗೇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ ನ್ಯೂಜಿಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ 12th man ಆಗಿ ನಾನು ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೆ. ಇದಲ್ಲದೆ I became the national selector during the year 85-86 ಅನ್ಸತ್ತೆ. I was the chairman of the National Selection Committee. I represented South Zone. I was selected from the South Zone as the selector, chairman of the South Zone Selection Committee. Adadmele I became the joint secretary of Karnataka State Cricket Association, Women's Cricket Association. Amele I was the secretary of Karnataka State Cricket Association. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಆಟದಲ್ಲೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಹಂಬ್ಲಿ ಪುಟ್ ಇಟ್, ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಬೌಲರ್ ಅವಾರ್ಡ್ ಸಿಕ್ತು, ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ಸ್ಮನ್ ಅವಾರ್ಡ್ ಸಿಕ್ತು, ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಗೋರಖ್ಪುರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೇ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಡಿದ್ರು, ಆ ಮ್ಯಾಚಲ್ಲಿ ಸೋತ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಟನ್ಸಿ ಅವಾರ್ಡ್ ಸಿಕ್ತು ಗೋರಖ್ಪುರ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ achievements, more than achievements, passion I count a lot. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಆಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ದು ಖುಷಿ ಯಾವುದ್ರಲ್ಲೂ ಇಲ್ಲ.
And what in this would you attribute to Falcons?
ನಾನು ಏನು ಅಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅದರಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮ ಲೈವ್ಲಿಹುಡ್ ಕೆಲಸ ಸಿಕ್ತು, ಕೆನರಾ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಸಿಕ್ತು.
A lot of damage yesterday with her powerful hitting, and at the end we've got the left hander Shubha Satish, who probably fell short of a few runs yesterday. We've got Arundhati Reddy to resume with the first over of the second innings. Let's not forget that the Falcons Herons